What was that thing?
Puppeteer. Every dead thing we've met was controlled by its anguish. Sebastian especially. The miners were wronged, but Pennington's dereliction of Deborah is what caused all this. So what now?
Pennington had Deborah locked up screaming. When she was dead, he ignored her. He's a disgrace.
But Helen Priest is enthralled to a trickster spirit. She can't be trusted either.
But eventually, we'll get to take sides.
What is it?
The rush after the fight. It'll pass.
It's Sebastian, isn't it? You know I'm me, right? That I'm no puppet.
Aye.
Do you, though?
Aye. My head may say different, but I know it in my heart. Fresh air. At last.
You did well down there, young man.
Thank you, Master.
This is mutiny.
It is justice. Justice long denied.
Wait!
Thought you'd been killed in the mines.
Soon will all lie dead in the mines.
Neither one more word nor a move from you.
The mines are cleansed of their madness, which is more than I can say for this room.
You banished the thing in a pit. Truly, it's gone.
Aye. The puppeteer is no more. The siege is lifted. Don't get excited. You're still up to your neck in shite. You've still to answer for what you did, and what you did not.
I do not answer to civilians, nor to mutineers.
You will answer to the dead.
Once a woman in chains cried out and you did not listen. This is why you're cursed. Confess. Your future, and the future of many, depends on it.
I'll confess there is no future. I'll confess I led us here to make our final stand. And we still stand. To that I'll confess, and claim the credit.
We fall one by one.
Then we weep, we rage, but we stay loyal and true. Even the widows must stay true.
Guilt eats you from the inside. You knew you should have braved the mines. You couldn't bring yourself to do it.
I choose to die in the light. There is nothing in the pit but darkness.
There's more to this. An older guilt. A deeper fear.
You may be to blame for the tragedy in the mines, Pennington, or you may not. But the puppeteer wanted you dead. Some years back, you accused a local woman of witchcraft. You locked her up. The puppeteer was quite angry about that. Fairfax Haskell too played a part in the killing of Deborah Comenius. He faced up to his wrongs. Now you will face up to yours.
At last the die stopped rolling, my number has come up. I'll tell it now. I'll tell it all.
When you slandered her, you knew there'd be a witch hunt. Why'd you do it?
There was no slander. It was true. She was corrupt. She was evil. And she was a school teacher. Someone had to think of the children.
It's horse shit, but he seems to believe it. We're getting closer to the truth.
You clapped her in irons and threw her in jail. You took her humanity. You recognised her in the puppeteer, didn't you?
I'm sorry. Puppeteer? That's what was in the mines, wasn't it? And you knew, didn't you? How long? For how long have you known?
What I know and you do not would fill a library.
Sebastian's sway over Helen is dangerous. If she takes charge, so does he. But Pennington is depraved and merits no saving. What's your thinking?
I have faith in Helen Priest. Step down, Captain. Perhaps you may begin to wash your guilt away.
Do what you must, and face the consequences. Cast the die.
I will. All right. No more lies, no more hate, and no more mutiny. You mean well, but no good can come of it. The puppeteer sent the captain's spectres. It also sent an unwitting assassin. You, Helen Priest.
The ghost by your side is not your husband. It's a husk, a sham, an elaborate fake.
Your beloved Lieutenant Priest was no hero. He was the tyrant. His victims dead in the mines tell the story.
I am Sebastian Priest. I love my wife. I want her safe.
You're a scarecrow, built from Helen's idealized memories of the man she loved, then sent to trick her into mutiny.
Without the puppeteer, the veneer will fade. Soon you'll be a spectre once more.
I loved you so.
I'm not sure I understand what just happened. But you, Helen Priest, are under arrest.
You're still a prick.
For your trouble.
Loving him, right or wrong, made me who I am. How much of you is made from loving your man?
Probably not enough.
Dawn, at last.
Looks like the nightmare's curse is lifted here. Job done.
How often, Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
So, what now?
What did Ceridian say when we first met her?
Once we'd weakened the nightmare's influence, we could use the void to enter its lair.
Deborah's grip on the settlers has diminished. We'll return to Ceridian's island. From there, the void breach will take us back to New Eden town.
Just like that, eh?
Well, yes, just like that. Something bothering you.
But aren't we rushing things a little?
We've lost too much time already. We have a nightmare to confront, remember? Sometimes I hate the world. Another free woman, bright, sensitive, kind, murdered by a craven rabble too weak to face its own mediocrity. Cowards hiding behind fake virtue, and for what? They won't even say her name. Why? Why her?
You said it yourself. Deborah was a victim of their fear.
That's not enough. Her murder was another throw of a dice. Why is it always us who have to pay with our lives?
Other innocents have paid the same price. I should know.
That's not what I meant, but I'm glad to hear your feelings on it. When I left Cuba, anything could have befallen me. I was bright, free, talented. Though I had the wrong tongue, the wrong sex, the wrong skin. I defied life. I expected so much more from the world. I was arrogant. Arrogant to believe I needed no one. To shut out my mother and experience curandera and listen instead to my sister.
Your childhood friend. What happened?
I had little and wanted more. A dangerous thing when you have our type of talent. Anything could have befallen me, but it didn't.
This has been hard for you. For me too. Perhaps we should think of how far we've come together and take heart.
I am dead, Rory. I am dead, and sooner will be gone for good.
You think I don't know this?
So act like it.
I'm not the enemy here. Look, all this, it's a lot to endure. We're both exhausted. I know I am.
I cannot tire.
I know. I know how hard it's been for you.
You have no idea. None at all.
I'll do my best to understand, if you'll let me. We should have faith. Look at us. We'll get to where we're going.
Shut up, Red. Shut up. This isn't about... This isn't about what we have conquered or what we have achieved or how far we have journeyed. Look at us. Look at me. I loathe what I've become. Can't you see that?
I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing. Good night.
Antea? I would have gone with you. Not funny. I have to walk to the stupid bloody island. Antea? Please tell me you're here.
There you are. Ready to go?
I just got here. Can we talk? Why did you leave me alone?
You are not alone. Can we go now?
How come it's not working?
Let's ask Seeker. This all has to end, and I'd rather it was sooner than later.
And by your optimism.
There's a spectral web here, but it's new. It's stronger, but I think I can do it.
Oh, is he there?
This'll only take a moment. See?
Well, throwing my weapons through your will is a little unsettling. The spell isn't working. I think she's gone.
These stains block the way through, like a thick web. Onwards. Can't hide now.
Oh there! Manual on how to hide from men.
Wish I had one.
How can she find anything in this mess?
Is that really what's important right now?
She draws well. Why is there a letter from Deborah Comenius here?
And who's Grace? No way back to New Eden Town, and no seeker either. Our only clue points to Kate Newsmith. Maybe she knows this Grace and where to find her.
Have a bit of this. You're done.
Aided by the Banishers, Captain Pennington survived the mutiny. Now they who remain must set old sins aside and build a future, with Pennington or without. Because the captain sees no brighter horizons behind the blackened clouds of his past.
I get the feeling folk are preparing to leave.
Haunted house.
Shall we?
Red McWraith. I didn't expect you back.
I'm working my way back to New Eden Town.
There, you're on your own.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt I'll be much use, but I'll help you if I can.
So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You're tenacious, I'll give you that. But must you push so?
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
What happened to Grace?
I don't know that either. There had been strife with her father. Then she was gone. And the captain spoke of her no more.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
Could Grace have survived alone out here in the woods?
Possibly. But could she remain unseen? No. All thought she'd left New Eden. Gone west, perhaps, into the wilds.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done.
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
The settlement seems to be doing well with you in charge.
We've made some gains, but we're far from ready to leave.
Did you tell them what Thickskin did?
I told them she died hunting the beast. Some are yet in their sullens, but they're better with sleep now the nightmares have stopped.
The beast is dead. The curse recedes.
Game returns slowly to the woods. Whatever you did, it worked. Still, some troubles yet vex. The bodies of the lost are buried, many without names, but we found tracks. They lead away into the woods. Some may have escaped. I need to know for sure.
If they're alive, you mean?
Yes. And if they're dead, that they won't be coming back. We need no more beasts.
A new scourge is always possible, but very unlikely without the nightmare's influence.
Probably best to confirm, eh?
Thank you. I followed the tracks as far as I could from the killing ground. I left a red flag as a marker. From there, I ventured no further.
Do you wish to talk about what happened with the beast?
You killed my sister. I have nothing more to say to you.
Thickskin did what she did, and you were as horrified as I was. I laid the blame where it belonged.
You executed her.
Yes, I did. I know it seemed cruel, but I contend that it was necessary. Or seemed so at the time.
Sometimes, Banisher, I wonder if we did not exchange one monster for another.
I'm sorry to bring this up, but your sister owed me money.
So?
I did my part. As the new leader of the camp, the debt falls on you.
Let me be sure I understand. You killed my sister, and now you're asking me for payment.
Well, the beast is dead, and I don't work for free.
You've a neck of brass and a bastard's heart. I hope your mother's very proud of you.
Listen, you don't pay a banisher to get what you want, but to do what must be done. And the beast is dead. Pay me.
You may take your blood money for bad work well done, and shove it in your choice of hole.
What's new around here?
I have no time for gossip.
Now that you're in charge, what's the plan?
We finish what we started. We find the strength to leave New Eden forever. But not yet. They still have too much fear in their hearts, and not enough hope.
The region is still dangerous. They may never find the courage they need to leave it.
How fare the people round here?
We're not out of the woods yet. You'll excuse the pun.
Goodbye to you for now, Kate.
Where are you? Where have you gone?
No governor, no meeting house, and it seems no faith.
We have failed. Have failed. I have.
Well, ho there! What a pleasant surprise! I was fair and sure that I'd never see you again.
Where are you off to?
Far away, God willing. Build bridges, say the wise, that people may better understand each other. Build a jetty, say I, so that a ship may come and we can leave. New Eden is a fascinating study for you and I. But for ordinary folk, it is, as I've heard it put, a shite hole.
Leaving sounds right to me, if these people learn from their mistakes.
They repent, Mistress Duarte. A new start elsewhere, away from the place in which they sinned, will do them good.
Spoken like a leader.
I fear, however, that not everyone shall listen. I fear what shall befall them if they stay behind.
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognize it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down and Grace was better off out of it. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my True Pursuer. This Seeker. Is she Grace? Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find her.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defence, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking.
We overheard you. What are you working on?
I, to my horror, am working on a speech. It's terrible. I don't even know where to start.
I'd speak of past mistakes and how they show you the way to a better future.
That might just work. Thank you.
Are things that bad?
Tell the truth, I don't rightly know. They don't trust me. They tell me nothing, and when they do, they're probably lying. And without the wards... Well, I fear things will get worse before they get better. In fact, they already have. Spectres walk, and we are in need of a banisher, or two. If you can bring people peace, well, I doubt they'll be grateful. But perhaps they should have the strength to believe in a brighter future.
So, Lammy, what's the word around here?
What do you wish to know?
Tell me about the settlers. Anything strange to mention? Stranger than usual, I mean.
Folk have been quite lovely as it happens. Each tries to do their best and spirits are high. Thinking about it, that's actually really strange. Really strange indeed.
Thank you for your help.
Could you tell Grace that I'm still her friend? I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her.
It is step by step that we overcome together. That we...
No! No!
Go on then. Talk to me. Roll back.
I haunt you as a ghost, and you act as though that's normal. I'm dead, and I'm not all right. I'm not all right at all, but you pretend not to see it. That makes me angry. And it makes me sad.
I never wanted that.
I know, but it still felt that way.
More work to do.
A new building need... The mood is heavy. What happened?
What have you done with her, Islander? Drop the innocent look, son. I'm not buying. That mutinous varlet escapes her cell and you swan in here without a care in the world. You expect me to believe the two unrelated?
Is he looking for a new scapegoat? Already?
Answer the question, McGrath. Where is Ellen Priest?
Any a clue? I didn't even know she'd fled. Whatever she's doing, it's her own endeavour.
She cannot have escaped without help. Again, I smell the deep, dark stench of rebellion.
So dramatic. Should have been an actor.
All right, Captain, settle down. Walk me through what happened.
I don't know what happened, not exactly. The cell keys have vanished, the mutineer with them. Now, her character is one part vinegar and the other malaise. Now, who knows what bitter treason she now foments.
All due respect, Sir, this is not my circus, and Mrs. Priest is not my clown. This is not Banisher business.
That we know of.
While she remains out there, flapping loose like an undone mainsail, there can be no trust in here. Find her, McGrath, and I shall believe you. Find her, and do what must be done.
What do you know of a young woman named Grace?
I don't know where you heard that name, Banisher, but you should not say it again.
It's important, else I wouldn't ask.
Important or not, you'll have no answer.
After all I've done, I rather think you owe me it.
The four told you. That much is true. But the debt will be settled some other way.
I read the name on a letter. It was a very interesting missive. I don't know what went on between you two, but she really hates you.
And what would you have had me do? Abandon my duty as a father? Allow her to stray from the safety of her people? Away from God? Away from me? She wished me to bend. But in this world, those who bend must inevitably break. I stood, stout and firm.
The letter told quite the tale. I'd like to hear your side of it.
I have heard tell, sir, of the contumacious Scots, and I did not hear wrong. For you are indeed relentlessly, perversely, bloody-mindedly obstinate.
Why the mystery?
A stubborn and difficult child. Always quick to disobey. Especially when the orders were mine. Never understood her antagonism or hostility. A sheer bloody-minded antipathy. She didn't get it from her mother. Now I have no daughter, and it is all the better for all concerned.
The letter was clear. You're to blame for what happened to her.
She has no one to blame but herself. I tried to prevent it. She would not listen. I hurt her. That, sir, is laughable. I worked hard to make up for her mistakes, so she would not pay the price for them.
Whatever you did seems to have made things worse.
I stood firm. That, sir, is what must be done, and that, sir, is what I do. I stand firm.
Want to tell me what happened?
If you must know it, I sent her away. I exiled her.
Why? Why would you do that?
She left me with no choice. I caught her in an act of sin. I caught her reading, studying. Witchcraft, sir. I caught her studying witchcraft. There was a book. I don't know where it came from, and damned if I could get rid of it, but she would not put it down. Not even after I forbade it.
Now, why does Lammy Haskell suddenly spring to mind? And Deborah too.
Though Deborah was innocent, you accused her of witchcraft. Do you deny it?
Deny it? I claim it. By law, she was no witch. But neither was she innocent. She was poison, the ruiner of children. She corrupted my grace. I am a much changed man with the intervening years. Looking back, with the benefit of experience, I was entirely right and would not change a thing.
If I came to learn your daughter survived, if I knew where she was...
No, I'd have nothing to say to her. For me and all who know me, Grace Pennington is long dead. Think what you will of me, I care not. I did what was necessary, and I'd do it again. And that is all there is to say.
Lovely man, really. I join in too?
Have a bit of this.
Watch out! Spectre possession!
Have a bit of
Can't hide now. Once I bruise the heart, destroy the wisps within its roots.
Teamwork.
Look, I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. I rely on you. Your presence reassures me. I dread your absence. I can barely bring myself to think about it. I don't wish to deny your pain. I've just tried to deal with mine.
Wow. I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty. Call on me. Destroy those ghost wards if you want me back.
Do you see anywhere that could help?
Keep searching here.
This looks like Lami's stuff. Only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
Did you hear that?
First things first, Red.
Get back up!
Did we miss a few? It's going all out. Dodge it if you can.
Have some of this!
Before it possesses the corpse.
Do you feel that?
It's close.
Did you see that?
Let's follow it.
There's more of them.
Up there.
Marty, come back to me.
I think a way to pass could be near. If you need a breather, we can do it here.
Please, I am lost without you.
This is it. Seeker is behind this wall. Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
Ceridian?
You're surprisingly slow, even for a Banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still Banishers, after all.
We are indeed, Grace.
So, you know.
I know you're Pennington's daughter. Still, I see the family resemblance.
In the end, neither could he.
I must have hurt.
The dear captain is many things, but he is a Puritan through and through. And I, his daughter, am a witch. I defied him. I sought forbidden knowledge and stepped beyond the boundaries. At the end of that most painful of journeys, Grace was dead. And Seeker was born. Yes, it hurt, but it was worth it. I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
The time has come for us to go back to New Eden and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void, but the pond seemed broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you were to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Do you know where in New Eden Town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New Eden Town. I shall see you there.
We looked for you everywhere. Why did you leave the Maya marshes?
I needed time, silence, my own space.
Hidden away behind Lammy Haskell's dissimulation spell.
Oh, you know about that. It held a full 7 years. Isn't that impressive? This is the place where I embrace solitude. This is where I made it a strength.
As a child, I hated being alone. It left me vulnerable to a deceptive creature.
To have the gift with neither mastery nor guidance can be very dangerous.
By the time I was able to banish my supposed friend, I had come within a whisper of losing my entire family.
To vanquish such an insidious spirit alone, you were either very lucky or immensely talented.
In the void, I felt as if it were there. I felt it call to me.
Perhaps it was. But chase the fear from your heart, for you are stronger now, Antea Duarte, and you are no longer alone.
You learned magic by yourself?
Not really. Not at all. First, Lammy Haskell's forbidden books told me that magic was real. They say you must look out for the quiet kids. And that was me and Lammy. Reading those books opened my eyes to worlds of wonder. But I did not learn witchcraft until Ceridian found me. Lammy showed me the view from the prison window, but my mistress walked me right out the door.
Lammy was relieved to hear you're well.
He talked about paying you a visit.
When I was exiled, he was the only one who'd help. Sweet boy. But now is not the time for visitors. Later, perhaps. Later, when you have lifted the curse.
The boy will be disappointed. He has a thing for witchery. Goodbye.
We'll meet again, in New Eden Town.
They've seen better days.
As have we all.
She's the custodian now. May she have all the wisdom of her mentor, and more.
I wish I had half the wisdom of mine.
You're not as stupid as you sound. You'll be fine. Ready to walk through it if you are. Wait. This is it, isn't it?
This is it.
You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
Do you ever wonder how things would have gone if we'd never come here?
Sometimes. Do you?
All the time.
I think about our last morning in Oporto, of our tiny room overlooking the fish market.
A horrendously loud fish market.
You slept soundly in my arms as I lay listening to the clamour. I watched those curtains blow through the window for hours. Or so it felt. I think of that moment often. That instant suspended in time. Before Charles's letter found us.
I think of London. I think of the day we met.
I think of it too. I think of how I should have charged you more. I had a good life. We had a good life.
I'm gonna miss you so very much.
There's much to do between here and goodbye. Let's go do it. Thank you for standing by my side through it all. For everything. Into the fray then.
Always. What is it?
Baggage I may need to finally face. Let's press on. Stay watchful. Spectres are still drawn to you.
Oh, brilliant.
You chose the schoolhouse too.
Of course. Our last night together.
I knew it. And now the question is, how do we reach it?
I like your doll. What are you doing?
This is Aleja. She is a witch, and she is running away from the Spanish soldiers. She had a horse, but he died. He was an old friend.
Maybe we can build her a raft.
I'm Antia. What's your name?
To hell with that.
Was that an echo? In the void?
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Patience, Antea. You know that we have to be twice as good as them to get half of what they have. I can't stand anymore.
That's unfit for us to cross.
I think your mother is jealous of you.
I'm better than she was at night. Of course she is.
We could train in secret. Practice when she's not looking.
These are memories from my childhood. But why here?
Great! More fun!
I'm right here, you know. Over there, a passageway.
The paths form and reform. Your passageway's already gone.
This place has a plan for us, and I suspect we may not like it.
It's just us here and there.
Damn it!
The void centres in on us. Perhaps you've been thinking about your past and memories are manifesting.
Or the other way around. Dance then.
Always.
Rory.
Tell me.
Calendre is here.
Your childhood friend is here.
What passed for my friend?
Right. We leave now. You explain later.
What's going on?
Free yourself, Antea. Let the fire melt your shackles.
Careful, Red. It's close.
So impressive.
and play with me.
I feel like I'm being led by the nose.
It's playing with us. Wants us to feel powerless.
I'll feast on your soul. You won once. Never again. Never again. Come and play, Antea. Come and play. You will never leave this place.
You can't go round the fire. You must go through.
Poor little Antea, all alone. No one to play with, no one to talk to. Poor little Antea, gifted and talented, constricted, bound, abandoned.
Go to hell.
Look at you dead, clinging to some pitiful soul in a hopeless search for meaning. Thank you, Rory McVeigh, for bringing her to me.
This thing was never human, Red. Don't indulge it.
You'll soon be mine. Your voice, your soul, everything.
Damn you. You want to play, Calendre? Fine. Let's play.
At last you visit Calendre, your bestest friend.
We are not friends. And your name is not Calendre.
Perhaps I should name myself by what called me to you. Your weariness? Your solitude? Your arrogance?
For years, I would not shoulder the weight of what I did. I would not face my regrets. I would not wear my guilt. My home burned to the ground. My face was marked forever. When I look in the mirror, I think of you. I fled the family I'd nearly killed. I buried my true feelings in hate for you. No more. I loved you once. You were my sister. You were my soul. I don't care what you really are. To me, you are manipulation and lies and nothing else. If the void birthed you, then I pity you. I forgive Calendre for being nothing but a mirror. And I forgive myself for not knowing better.
And you? Rory McVeigh? Can you forgive her for remaking the monster you've always been?
The souls we banish end up in the void. I know this now. I pity them. I pity you.
Your pity means nothing to me, mortal. You are nothing.
How convenient then that I don't need you to give myself closure.
Antea. Such a clever girl. So good with words of power. Is that how you seduced your little pet here?
My name is Nasuku, and I am the relentless servant of the Queen of Kerr.
The hell?
Come, stay a while, stay forever.
We must focus on the sorrow. Then we can end this.
My domain, my rules.
I'm stronger and faster. I'll destroy you.
Still as stubborn as you are weak. You've not changed.
Come back here, demon. We've a game to end.
something.
I never told you the full story. I'm sorry.
No need.
Please, let's get out of here.
We're here.
Onwards. Let's get this over with. Is the entire town lost to Ivy? Her influence must still be strong.
But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people have no idea what they're up against. We really had no idea what we were walking into.
If I'd taken the threat seriously, then you might be alive.
All that matters now is that you give me my assent. I maim the corrupted heart. You aim at its roots.
Die, you bastard!
Stop that spectre before it possesses the corpse.
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
Esther wouldn't dare. And we don't need a piece of paper to keep us together.
Aye, I remember you telling her.
We were so in love.
Aye. Maybe we still could be.
Red.
I don't want you.
I see a light.
How? Would Esther still be here? After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. but it's not a bad idea.
What shall I say to you when I give you your assent?
I don't know.
All ghosts linger for a reason. This is an odd kind of homecoming.
Tis strange to be back.
It's strange to sleep near the place where you died.
Still, rest you should. You'll need it.
I don't know that I can.
Come on. Spit it out.
What will I say to you when you go? When I give you your assent?
When the moment comes, you'll know what to say.
I'll be the Banisher, bringing an ending to his own haunting case. How does that work?
The same as any other. You'll undo the tie. Don't worry. I won't resist.
But why did you stay? What is the tie that we're undoing?
I told you to be careful. That night in this room, I told you to be careful. I worried you'd act rashly and told you not to. You got up and walked straight into her trap.
I thought you'd gone to the meeting house without me.
I died to save you.
You stay out of anger.
Yes, I stayed because I was angry. Angry with you.
I think I've known that for a while now.
The anger lingers. Part of me resents you yet. For my pain and my fear. For my suffering. For my dying. I resent you.
Antea, I am truly sorry.
I know you are. You've done your best to put things right. But I did die. And in a few short hours, you will have to let me go. It is time.
What if I fail once more? One wrong choice will exact a heavy price.
Whatever happens, we will face it. Till death do us part. Watch out! Can I join in too?
The heart's yours.
She won't let us in so easily.
A few roots will not stop us.
Did I ever mention how good we are together?
No Eden suffers. We suffer.
Good to hear.
My friends, I have disturbing news. Among us walks a witch. Is that not so, Deborah Comenius? Lock her up.
No!
So that...
Aye. with ordinary evil from the hearts of fearful men.
Deborah Comenius, this court finds you guilty of the devil's work. Guided by God's mercy, I pass sentence on the witch. Pain forte Dieu. Confess and name your accomplices, or die for your sins.
I have nothing to confess.
How could they have let this happen?
Not a soul stood or spoke for her. There's no justice here. It's a travesty.
Confess, witch.
Just how I like it.
None stand for you. Your coven has betrayed you. Name them, and you shall live.
I am no witch. You know this. All of you. Do not turn away from me. You must release me. You must. Will no one speak for me? Anyone? Please, help me. Help me!
I feel her distress, her rising terror, her dark despair.
She's suffered enough. And so have we.
Here, my body, my flesh displayed like a trophy.
More like bait.
So, the circle is complete. Do you return to the beginning? Or is it the beginning of your return?
A paradox. How clever. How it pleases you to play with time.
I do not play.
Deborah, we know what happened to you. We know what they did to you.
What they did. What they do. I shatter yet.
We're not here to hurt you. You have my body and I want it back. That's all. Help us. Because we can help you.
No, you cannot.
I cannot be I'm crushing you!
Understand, do you?
Enough.
You are me, yet you oppose me. They murdered us. Make them pay.
No. They do not deserve our rage, not these two.
All deserve our wrath. They crushed the breath from us. You know this. You asked for this. Not anymore.
It's over. You have been heard. The truth is out.
No! Come back! Feed upon the pain, the treachery, the outrage!
No more. It hurts.
Behold my wrath! Flung into a cage!
Seek a monster. Don't give it to them.
No one stood for us! They used us!
They seek a monster. Don't give it to them.
They turned their back on us!
They did. But what was it all for? It must end. Enough betrayal.
They betrayed you first!
You were betrayed. You were innocent.
If they live, they win. All of them. Enough pain now. There must be a reckoning.
The pain may end right now. The reckoning is here.
Spare me your compassion, for it comes far too late.
Who are you?
I am retribution.
A word, an idea. But who are you?
I am her fury.
No longer.
I am their nightmare!
You were.
You believe you've won? It will not be so easy. For I end your dreams. Is that an end to it?
Yes. If you want it to be.
Are you sure? In your hand you weigh my death, the last stone laid upon my broken body.
I'm so very sorry.
Will you leave? Are you ready?
I have lingered so very long. Where now will I go?
I don't know. A better place, I believe. A quiet place.
Quiet is good.
Deborah Comenius, mere words can ill describe your suffering. And if they could, I'd not utter them now. Enough wrong has been done you. Your tale is told, and we thank you for it. You are hurt, and free to go.
Hey, I'm right here.
Aye, you are. This is unfair.
Yet here we are.
What am I going to do? I said I had died, not you.
Either way, we must part.
I love you so.
You were the love of my life.
Stay. Just a little longer.
You promised you'd let me go.
Maybe we could just...
No.
Stay. Please.
Don't do this. I can't stay. You know I can't.
My one and only love.
Thank you.
Farewell.
I wish I could tell you that time heals all, but that would be a lie. There are already too many lies to this tale. New Eden never recovered. Neither did Rory McCraith. Guilt does not always lessen with time. Some wounds never close. Some scars remain tender, but who knows? Perhaps someday, a grey-haired Scot may sail to Cuba and tell the Duarte family of their daughter's death and of her greatness. Perhaps he may even admit that he misses her and will miss her his whole life long.